Hello and welcome to the Callahan Connection. We got quite a show for you today, and it's timely because we're coming up on the playoffs of the National Football League, and it's very much involved with football, but it's not football. My guest today, I have a lot of guests today, but my first guest I'm going to introduce today is Bridgewater Noel, but better known as Coach Rig. And he is, well, he'll give us his title, but Next Level Sports Club. We also have with us today Maddie Bellis, 7th grade and a participant in this program, and her brother, Nate the Great Bellis. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. Let's get going. Tell us about your program, the Next Level Sports Club. Give us kind of an outline of what you do.
Thank you, Bill. Really appreciate it for giving us this opportunity. I'm Coach Rig. Everybody around town and other towns know me as Coach Rig. And we've been in Bridgewater for about 4 years now. And, you know, when we moved to Bridgewater, we wanted to launch a program that would help to develop young kids into leaders. And we were very specific about wanting it to be a flag football program because, as you know, tackle football is big, hockey is big, baseball is big. And flag football is picking up steam, especially given, you know, the challenges of concussion and things like that.
Those sports are big, but they're also restrictive. Cost of the program, equipment, those types of things.
So
yours, we have a video going on here displaying, you know, what the game is, but tell us more about it. Tell us, how is it organized?
So our program is organized by grade level. So for example, K to 1, 2 to 4, 5 to 8. We have a high school division, quasi high school division, and we have a YADA division. YADA stands for Young Athletes with Different Abilities. And we specifically targeted our program and structured our program in such a way that would allow children that are slightly younger to play along with children that are slightly older. And there's
K1 might play with the 2 to 4.
Nope, the K1 is one division.
Oh, yeah. And
2 to 4 is one division.
And they have the age separation.
That's correct. That's correct. So now you have that vertical and reciprocal learning that's going back and forth. And let me give you an example.
Yes.
A child who's 4 years old is telling a child who's 5 years old, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. That's development. That's learning.
Great.
And vice versa.
Right.
So that's our program. Is really structured to.
What's your background? Are you a teacher?
I'm an educator.
You're an educator.
I am an educator by trade. I have my master's degree in leadership administration from Boston College. That's my second master's degree. I have a master's degree in management. You know, I worked with families for years. I've worked in higher ed for, you know, well over 10 years.
So you see this as two things. You have the sport, and then you have the organization and the learning capacity as part of that sport.
I actually see it in three things.
Go ahead.
Both of what you just said, and then workforce development.
Workforce development.
Absolutely. So we hire high school kids and college kids, and we put them in leadership positions as referees. Right. And they are out on the field, and you might see some of them in the video that's playing.
There's one here.
And, you know, we put them in situations where they get to demonstrate their leadership qualities, their leadership skills.
And are they helping the players as well?
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
Can offer help and instruction.
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm going to pause on you for a second.
Of course.
Keep your thoughts going.
Yep.
I'm going to Maddie Bellis, grade 7. Tell us what's your best experience in this league?
My best experience has to be like learning to have like more leadership and like help other kids, and like it builds off of how I play and stuff.
So when you say leadership, you're playing a certain position, you're going to help the kid next to you. Mm-hmm. Is it a mixed team, male, female on the same team?
Yes.
Okay. So you have to have teamwork.
Yeah.
And you probably get part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you've been playing for how long, Maddie?
It's like maybe 2 seasons.
2 seasons?
Yeah.
Show us your rings. Here we go. 2 seasons. And I like your fingernails.
Oh, thank you.
So you really enjoy it then. You have fun at it.
hmm
Yeah, you come home, we had a workout.
hmm
Your father was telling us earlier you're an athlete because you went through karate training and things like that. You
Mhm.
find this similar.
Yeah.
A lot of fun?
Oh, yeah.
Make any friends?
Yes.
Good. Okay, next. Nate, what do you like about this program?
What I like about this program is that it's just fun and you can play with your friends and the sportsmanship, like playing with other people and being like a leader. It just feels like good and because you can like, it's just like fun because you can play with your friends and it's just, you're like active and it's just fun.
Have you ever had a situation on the field that you had to help another player?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
No. How about you, Maddie?
Yeah.
Has there been in a situation where you had to help somebody?
hmm
They didn't do something or you had to help them?
Yeah, like help them back in their positions and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. Give me an example, like what might happen on the field.
Sometimes they'll get confused when other people talk to each other and they don't know if they're playing that position or not, but play it anyways, even if they're not supposed to play it.
Yeah. Great. Good. Okay, Coach Ray,
Yes.
so you have young players like this, you have to have good coaching. So talk to us a little bit. Now you follow on with the structure and the development and the
Yeah,
organization.
of course. A number of our coaches are parents. They volunteer their time to coach these awesome young kids.
So I'm going to stop you for a second.
Yep.
We all know that sometimes parents and coaches and sometimes coaches and parents, that's a tough thing in sports today. So how was it different in your sport?
It's different in our sport because, we lay out the ground rules. And the ground rules is really, how do we develop these young people into leaders, right? So we got to model exactly what we want them to do in terms of being great leaders, great communicators, working together, right?
Do you have training for the coaches?
We do.
Do you have
We do.
like a manual and say, hey, listen, this is it.
So not only do we have our own training for the coaches, but NFL Flag creates, a host of policies and things of such that, all coaches and every league organizers have to adhere by.
So this really is part of this NFL, the crest here, the shield.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Our program is an official NFL youth flag football program.
So that principles and guidelines to you, and then you enhance those
Absolutely.
with your own program.
Absolutely. Yes.
So do you find that the coaches are willing to accept what it is that they're going to do?
Our coaches are phenomenal.
Oh, great.
And you see them on the sideline,
Yeah.
and they are engaged, they are active, they are communicating with the kids, and it goes beyond the X's and O's. Yes, they're doing that too,
Right.
but it's helping, our athletes to understand, how do they develop their own confidence?
Yeah.
Right. And when you see these young people's confidence, just rise, there's not a thing that they can't accomplish.
Yeah, this looks
Yeah.
like this would be fun because you're all involved. How many on a team, Maddie? How many kids on a team?
Well,
On the field.
on the field, usually there's 6 or 8
Yeah.
between the two. Yeah.
Okay. So and how many in your team? Is there about 15 or 20 or something? My question is, does everybody get to play?
Yes.
Everybody gets to play. Yes.
Everybody gets
Absolutely.
to play. Good.
Absolutely. The maximum number of players that we've had on any given season is roughly about 10, maybe 11, and
Okay.
everybody plays.
Nice. And you have parents that are kind of encouraging, not criticizing the players. That's
Yeah, unfortunately, there's some of that's happening in sports as we know,
right.
But our parents are phenomenal. Our parents are on the sideline cheering their team on,
Great.
cheering their child on,
Yeah.
cheering the other players on,
Yeah.
right? It's competitive. I don't want to make it seem like it's not competitive.
Yeah.
It's very competitive.
Well, it's competitive because Nate, show us your ring.
Got a ring.
So there's something at the end of that season when you go into the playoffs, right?
hmm
You can get an award, get a ring.
Yeah.
It's so intriguing. It's just so fun and it feels super weird. You get so nervous right before the championship because it's just, you don't know if they're going to just destroy you or you're going to destroy them. But on the end of the day, it's just a good game. Everyone won.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you like meet in the field and say good game to everybody? Yeah.
Every game we make a line, we just high five everybody.
You do?
Yeah.
hmm
Yeah, that's great. What's the name of your team, Nate?
Colts.
The Colts. Oh, are you the Colts too?
Yeah.
Oh, but you're different ages. You're different.
Well, we're in the
same
yeah, we're in
category.
the same category. We're on the
Oh,
same
okay.
team.
Okay, great. Yeah. And so, what's your position? Where do you? Certain position? Or?
I'm defensive captain. I either do safety or I'm the rusher. I rush the quarterback.
Yeah.
That's usually what I play.
And we know it's flag football, so they got these the flags on the side there. Is it? And you got to pull the flag out.
Yeah.
And you got to hold it. You can't just touch them or tag 'em.
Yeah.
You got to get the flag.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is it hard?
Depends.
I mean, only if it's like wet outside or something. It'd be a nightmare to do that. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the person you're chasing is pretty fast.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot of fast kids.
A lot of fast kids.
Mhm.
Good. So, Coach, what do you see? Do you actually have a mission statement as part of this organization, or
We do.
we talked about the 3 principles that you're working on, and how do you gauge a successful season then? By participation, number of people playing.
You know, by virtue of the kids being out there, that's a success.
There you go. Yeah.
They're not on their phones. They're
Yeah.
not on their tablets.
Right.
They're spending 2 hours, and I'm saying 2 hours because their coaches would ask the parents to bring them to the field 45 minutes to an hour before game time
To practice.
to practice, to walk through,
Here's what we're gonna
stretch
do.
out. Here's what we're gonna do,
Nice.
and then roughly about an hour of game, right?
Yeah.
And then some of the kids stay around. You know, they'll watch their friends play. So that in itself is success.
Right.
Now, how do we further benchmark that success? Well, we benchmark that success, you know, through their own lens, right?
Right.
Maddie and Nate have
Participation, coming back, having fun.
what they're learning, and
Yeah.
you know, and they can speak to how what they're learning and how they're applying that in their day to day, how they're applying that when they're communicating with their friends, right? How they're applying that when they're at home. And then in addition to that, you know, the feedback that we get from parents and spectators and fans, right? You know, I'm not one to toot my horn or
Yeah, you can do that. You do all the hard work, right?
well, you know, I have a great team.
Yeah.
Without my team, without the parents, you know, without our coaches and just the full
The
circle
team, yeah, the
right?
organization. That's
Without
success.
that, we wouldn't have any success.
Yeah.
So it's not about me. It's really about them.
Right.
Right.
100%.
That's fundamentally, you know, our, you know, centerpiece of what we do is to help develop these young people at all stages
Right.
of where they're at.
So is this a fall season or is it a spring?
It is, well, we're heading into our spring this coming April.
You have 2 seasons?
We have fall and spring,
Great.
and then we've added a summer camp last summer. So
And when does this all take place? It looks like is that the middle school?
Yep, this is at the middle school. Our Bridgewater and Middleborough programs are going to be at the middle school here in Bridgewater.
Yeah.
And we are getting ready to launch in Lakeville.
You're kidding.
Yeah, we are in the process.
Same group.
Same organization. We're just moving a structure of that organization to Lakeville
Nice.
and serving the Lakeville Freetown communities.
Yeah.
But you know,
Do they come to you and ask for help to get it done, or did you go to different towns and say we'll help you with it?
I initiated them.
Yeah.
Because you know, if there's a need, our kids, and I'm saying our kids, they are, you know, they need structure. And not to say that they don't have structure. It's just how do we help further develop them? So if we could play a small part, and I believe we do, then great, our job is done, right? In the sense of like, you know, helping young people become better citizens, right? At some point, they're gonna formulate gray hairs like I do, and that's the goal, right?
To get 2 masters.
They'll have 2 masters, if not doctorate degrees.
No, but here's the point where we're going with this. So I played a sport, but today the sports are really so much organization and so many young athletes are concentrating on, you know, basketball, AAU basketball, or hockey, club hockey, you know, and that's it.
Yep.
And I see this as more of a, not as formal as that, but just as exciting because of the exercise and the teamwork and the leadership. What do you think, Maddie? Do you think the same? You like that?
Mm-hmm.
You did a lot of training in karate. This is much different.
Yeah.
And what do you like better about it?
I get to work with a team, but karate, usually you just like focus on yourself more than other people.
Right.
But during flag football, you have to think not just yourself, but for the whole team.
Good. Especially if you're the defensive captain, you got to be watching out.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Nate?
I think like, the exact same thing as what Maddie said, but there's like, it's fun because you're not just like in karate, like what Maddie said, you're working by yourself, you're trying to improve yourself. But when you're working with a team, you're not trying to improve yourself, you're trying to improve your team.
Yeah. Win a game, right? Work together. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Well, this has been a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I've learned a lot. And our community that's going to be watching this show, your phone's going to ring off the hook. They probably want some autographs. So we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with some more guests.
Yes.
Right, Coach Rick?
Yes.
Get some more guests for us
Yes,
to
absolutely.
talk to. I want to thank Maddie. I want to thank Nate for being here today. And I wish you all the best and success in your coming seasons and in school, too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You studying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Thank you. Okay. That's the first part of this particular show. And don't leave. We're coming right back.
Sup, princess? What are you doing your book report on again? Memoirs of a Geisha? Is it?
I thought you were doing it on Moby Dick. Very funny, guys.
No, actually, it's pretty sad.
I just have a question. Does your dad know how gay you are?
Everyone knows how gay he is.
Question answered. Oh, you closing up shop?
The things you see happening online have real consequences. Will you stand up or stand by?
You've messed up your son's haircut.
Mom?
Do you A, try to fix it,
Like it never happened.
B, work with what you got, or C, show solidarity?
Thank you, babe.
As a parent, there are no perfect answers. But you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Did you check?
Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. God, no.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early.
You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome. We're back at the Callahan Connection here for part 2 of a special program, and we're interviewing Coach Rigg from Next Level Sports Club. And so we have some new guests as in our part 2, and I'm going to ask Coach Rigg, why don't you introduce
Yes.
our new guests?
Yeah, of course. So we have Max, better known as Bubba. Max is
Catano.
Max Catano.
Yeah.
Max is part of our program, our 2 to 4 division.
Great.
He has an older sister, Chloe Catano. Fortunately, Chloe's not feeling great, but Max is like, I want to be here.
Great. Thanks for being here, Max.
And then we have Patty. Patty is the wonderful mom of 2 awesome children who plays in our Yada division, Chelsea and Ryan. Our Yada division stands for Young Athletes with Different Abilities. And her children are involved in our program.
So go into that a little bit more, then I'm going to come to Pat.
Yep.
But tell me, different abilities. Be more specific, please.
So our kids have a variety of neurodiverse challenges. It could be physical, it could be emotional, it could be just an array of neurodiverse challenges. I'm the actual coach and the instructor for that division.
You are. Good.
I am.
So nobody's sitting on the sidelines. You're bringing them all on the field.
I'm bringing them all on the field. There's nobody on the sideline.
Great.
And it's been such a phenomenal organization from a structured standpoint.
Yeah.
That our program not only caters to to kids from a younger age, but also cater to children that have neurodiverse challenges. We treat them the same.
All to what age group?
Our oldest, I believe he's 17.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay, let's jump over to Pat. So you have 2 children in the program.
Yes.
And what are their ages?
Ages, they're 9 and 13.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, what do you take out of this program personally as a mother of these 2 children? What is it that excites you or makes you bring those kids back every week?
Just for them to go out there and do their best, and they, give it 110%. And I just go out there and try to assist them and help the best I can.
Oh, so parents can be involved right on the field kind of a thing?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm thinking about that, and it's kind of like I'm almost getting choked up a little bit that you're able to have them out there excited, laughing, and you as a parent are witnessing all that and being a part of it.
Right.
That's a big thing. Yeah. And so what do you see it in your children as well? Do they have, talk to you about it? They come off excited off the field?
Yeah, they're very excited off the field, and they just go out there and give their best, and just
that's great.
Make friends. And
was this part of the NFL policy that or did you come up with this age group? This particular group?
So I didn't necessarily come up with it myself.
Yeah.
So when we first launched in I believe our second season, a parent contacted me and said, Coach Rigg, I have a son who is playing in the league, but I have the children who needs additional services. So, I wanted to understand in detail what those services were and whether or not my team and I can meet those needs. So we subsequently had a meeting with that parent, and the parent brought in a youth soccer program that is specialized in working with kids with neurodiversity.
Wow.
So got a lot of great information.
Yeah.
I took that information, went back to the team, and pretty much, can we do this?
Yeah.
And we concluded that we can. And ever since we've been doing it and we launched, the program each year has grown.
How many in it today?
Today, roughly about 9.
Great.
Roughly about 9 kids. And we start off with 3.
3.
Yep.
Yeah. That's great. Okay, we got to jump to Max. Max, what grade are you in?
4th.
4th grade. And what is your favorite part of this program? What do you like most about it?
I I get better every time I play and try to learn more jukes as I play more.
Do you? Yeah. And do you play on the offense, defense, or do you have a position?
I play every position.
Wherever the coach puts you.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And are you good at grabbing that flag?
Kind of.
Kind of, okay. Are you a Bruins fan too?
Yeah.
Who's number 88?
Pasternak.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, good for you. Great. So that's, and what's the name of your team in this league?
Washington Commanders.
You are the Commanders? Great. Good. So Bubba is in the regular league.
Yes.
He's not in the all abilities.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you're going to play this spring?
Yes.
And you don't coach in the other league. You're like a commissioner.
I am. But
you're there from start to finish.
I'm there from start to finish.
Yeah.
But when my group of kids come, I'm diving right in for that 45 minutes to an hour, and working with my group.
I'm curious. Do you have children?
I do.
Are they in this program?
I have 2 sons who are. One is a coach. Actually, both of them are coaches. The younger son, who is a freshman in high school, he coaches the little kids.
Right.
But he's played as well. And then my older son, who is a freshman in college, he just coaches, and he is one of our co-head refs.
Oh, good. We talked about that in the earlier, that you keep them involved doing the refereeing and things.
Yes.
Yeah. Max, have you ever got a penalty?
No.
Do you have penalties?
Yes, we do.
You do?
We follow strict rules of football.
Well, like you can't tackle or something like that?
Yeah, you can't tackle, false start, pass interference, holding, things like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So you know all the rules, Max?
Kind of.
Yeah. What's your coach's name?
I don't remember.
No? Yeah. Do you know his last name? Coach Callahan or Coach?
Forget.
We have a lot of coaches.
Oh, you do? Yeah, the Commanders. The Commanders did pretty well in the football league too, so you got a good team to follow. Good. So Pat, what are you looking forward to as the kids continue in this program? You'll stay involved with it?
Yeah, I'll stay involved, and I just try to, you know, like do the drills, do different things, so they'll follow my, you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
motivate them to go out there and
Right.
give it their best. You know?
Because sometimes maybe they not feeling like they don't want to do it today or
Right.
that kind of a thing. You got to promise them we'll get a donut out.
Yeah.
Things all over.
Hot Fudge Sunday, yeah.
That's good. That's great to see that you're all engaged. And it's even better when you have families involved as opposed to sitting on the sidelines and just watching all the time. Because now they have a stake in the game, right?
Yep, absolutely.
And you probably did that on purpose.
Absolutely. Everything that we've done has been purposeful.
Purposeful.
It's been purposeful.
I like
You
that.
know,
Yeah.
bringing slightly younger kids and slightly older kids together, right? Approaching it from a vertical standpoint.
Yeah.
Involving families, right? Involving
Having your
coaching.
son as a coach and a ref.
Having my sons as coaches and ref. My wife and my mother-in-law, they handle the operations from the tent, right? So
What's in the tent?
The tent is equipment and first aid. And, just everything.
Go sit down and take a rest.
The tent is the center hub, right? So
of what's going on, yeah.
It's very intentional.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to point out is,
yeah, please.
A number of our kids who have gone through our program, right? It's a great way for parents to evaluate whether or not my child can play tackle. And a number of our kids have gone on and played tackle football, and then in the springtime they come back to get their conditioning, to work on their game, to work on their confidence.
So they can become more competitive, and now they know how to. That's a good point, because if you start with the tackle thing, and you don't get to play, and you don't perform properly, you never advance. This is a chance to get athletic, get training, athletic training, and some skill training. That's a great point.
It's very intentional, Bill. Very intentional.
You're an intentional person. I like you. Yeah.
You
guys must get along with him. Okay.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah. Well, this is good. This has been a great show, and Coach Rigg, I want to thank you for bringing all these folks here today and making them a part of this.
Yes.
And that goes right to your being intentional. Max, give me the final word. What are you looking for in your coming season?
Like when
Any touchdowns in your future, or tackles? Or?
How many TDs, bud?
I don't know, a lot.
Not a lot. I love it.
Okay. I'm going to hold you to that, because I'm going to come. When can I go to these games?
Our games are hosted on Saturdays. Our season for spring 2025 kicks off April 5th for Bridgewater and Middleborough Division. And we are anticipating that we will be launching our spring season also for Lakeville.
We're going to get that on the screen, April 5th, the middle school. That's great. And we'll make sure that these guys, promote that. And I'm going to come out there.
Yes.
I might bring some of my family out there too.
Absolutely. Yes, please.
They're past the age of coaching, but they'd be very interested. They all went through youth sports here, so good. Well, this has been a great show today. Coach Riggs, thank you so much for being here. Bubba, special thanks for you being here today. Pat, thank you. I wish you all the best with your family and this program.
Thank you.
I hope they keep smiling. Okay, good. Thank you. This Callahan Connection. We had a great show. Coach Riggs and the Next Level Sports Club. Thank you very much.